Hello, I'm Mike Watt, and as usual, I'm talking to an empty room. I'm wearing, this is Amy's old Pretty Scary hat. If you don't know Pretty Scary, it was, if not the first, it was one of the first women in horror websites, and it was specifically for women who were getting work in horror, not just actresses, but filmmakers and producers and editors and directors. And it was a safe space for women on the internet at a time when, unlike now where it's perfectly safe. Now, at the time, Amy and Jen Wilden and Heidi Martinuzzi, who's Heidi Honeycutt now, started this membership website for women who were working in the industry, and it was really cool. So we're talking about Exploitation Nation, and we are on issue 12. And issue 12 is again one of our concept issues because this was during the pandemic, at the tail end of the pandemic when none of us could think straight. So this is basically a catalog of people who survived, of people who are still working after the pandemic shut so many of us down. This was sort of, sounding off and letting people know, just as you said, that we're still here. Cover by Stu Miller. I added a little stick thing there. That's the extent of my my Photoshop talent. The main interview in this is with Lisa Petrucci, who runs Something Weird Video. She started it with her husband, Mike Vraney. When he passed, it all landed on her shoulders. And Lisa is one of the foremost experts on exploitation cinema, in undergrounds and nudie cuties and roughies and the places where you'd find Doris Wishman and Herschel Gordon Lewis and David Friedman, all guys that I've been lucky enough to know through my career as well. The kings of exploitation. Lisa knew all of them, was well respected by all of them, and she's an amazing person to talk to. And this is a really terrific interview. Had very little to do with me. I just asked the questions. Here's Lisa with our friend Herschel. R.I.P. Herschel. We miss you. But for the rest of it, there we go. It's just buy people stuff. Support them. Help them out during the pandemic. This was just a call to arms. I sent out something like 200 or 300 emails, and these are the people who replied. And a nice piece by filmmaker Thomas Seymour, where he talks about his journey as a filmmaker. And also we say goodbye to Carmine as well. So there's this, Exploitation Nation, number 12, We're Still Standing, our pandemic issue. And that can be had at exploitation-nation.com if you're a completist. Most of these people are still to this day still working. So this was this is just like a lifeline. It's just letting everyone know we're still alive. All right, exploitation-nation.com. I will talk to you guys soon.